What's up, guys? So I got a question here about advice for people living in third world countries.
Dev Mountain is an industry leading coding boot camp teaching web development, iOS development, and UX design. Dev Mountain provides free housing for all of their full time students. If you're looking to get into the tech industry, this is a great first step. Access www.devmountain.com or click the link in the video description for more info.
This is from Aryan, and he says, "Hey John, what advice do you have for someone living in a third world country which has a huge economic backlog who wants to make it big? Should he consider moving to a first world nation? I'm 17 and moving to Germany next month for college. Would you advise starting my own business in Europe or move to a more capitalist country like the US? Thanks." So I think for most people, they don't have this option, okay? They're living in a third world country. So I'm going to kind of approach it from the advice I'd give you, Aryan, to the advice that I would give just someone who doesn't have that mobility that you have. So first, let's say in your situation, I'll say this, I believe that there's a lot more opportunities here in the United States of America than there are in most countries. Now, Europe, you could say, yes, it's relatively close, probably Canada as well, but the US is still one of the best places, right? We export so much media, entertainment, technology, so much stuff because there's so much opportunity here, right? Look at all the big tech companies, not all the big tech companies, but you got your Apple, your Facebook, your Google, right? There's a reason why they're coming out of the US. The US is probably a pretty damn good bet. It's a good place to be. You're going to have a lot of opportunity here. It's sad so many people that already live in the US that don't realize the plight of people that are in third world countries, and they bitch and they whine and they have the victim mindset. They don't have the Bulldog mindset. Some of you, watching this, you got that victim mindset. You don't realize how good you actually fucking have it. You have it really fucking good because you're here in the US and you've got that opportunity. You can fucking go to, bluehost.com and you can, use my affiliate link if you do, but if you can go there, you can set up a fucking website for like a couple of dollars, right? Like, how much per year, and start selling something online. Or you can start a YouTube channel and you can start a fucking blog and like all this stuff, like you can literally do so cheaply and so easily, and you have access to so many resources. The government is not taking your fucking Android phones on the street and making you install spyware on them like they are in China. If you want to have those opportunities, being in one of those countries is one of the best ways to have those opportunities, right? I'm not saying you can't make it in a third world country. I'm just saying that it's going to be better to, and you see this a lot of time, right? A lot of these Indian guys are smart, right? You know what they do? Because they'll move here to the US, okay, and they will get get a good job, become a software developer, make a shit ton of money, send some of that back home to mom and dad, take care of them, and they'll save up some money, and then eventually they'll retire and move back to India with a fucking boatload of money, all right, and a lot of experience and knowledge, and maybe they even start companies and stuff in India. So it's a smart strategy, right? It makes sense. There's a reason why they're doing that. So now, if you are in a third world country and you can't get out, right? I know a lot of you are. You still have a lot of opportunity, okay? And you might have different kinds of opportunities, right? So the first thing I would say is people don't really know or care where you're from as long as you're doing a job, right? If you're going to appeal to US clients or European clients to make money, let's say you're freelance, you're charging money, this is kind of the example I'm thinking of here, you want to just appeal to them as if you're just anyone, right? You have a virtual office, right? Don't say I'm from India. Don't say I'm from China. Don't say that. Instead, pretend like you've just got a virtual office and you happen to be here. That's more of the key there, because you're going to be able to charge a higher rate. So speaking good English is going to help with that with those clients. Again, you want to be catering to the people that have money, right, in order to get more of that money. Because if you can make the kind of hourly wage that someone in the US, right, or a more well-to-do country or Europe is making, but you're able to live in a third world country, wherever, you're going to do really, really well. Now, it's not always going to work out, okay, but that'd be the first thing I'd say. Realize what opportunities that you do have. right? The internet is a pretty great equalizer, right? YouTube, for instance, right? If you think about it, what does it matter if you're in a third world country? Can you not build up a YouTube following? Can you not do this kind of business model? Of course you can, right? You can get subscribers, you can upload videos, right? You can build a business, build a following, you can create a blog, right? You can do all the same kind of that I did, and the thing is, you won't need as much money, right, to live off of. So your bar is actually lower because you can make a lot of money and you can be in the third world country where you can kind of live like a king. So I've got a friend of mine who lives in India, Pinal Dave. I've had him on the channel. He's got this huge blog called SQLauthority.com. And he built this thing up, and I don't know how much money he's making, but he's probably making at least 10,000, probably more than that per month. I'm just speculating here, okay? Because he hasn't told me, and I haven't talked to him in a while about what he's making. In India, where he's at, that's going to go along with, that's a fucking huge salary, right? He's going to make a lot of money. And so he can live there in India, and it doesn't matter that he's in India. His SQLauthority.com still works. He flies over to the US all the time to give talks and stuff, but he stays in India. There's this opportunity like there never was before, right? It doesn't matter. Stop thinking about, oh, the jobs and the economy. And if you have internet access and you can upload videos to YouTube and you can write blog posts, right? You can even put stuff on the Kindle store. Now, some of this may require some finagling and having a friend in the US to help you or to put up your Kindle book in the US Amazon Kindle store. I don't know exactly how that works, but you can figure that shit out. There's ways around any of these kind of restrictions. You have opportunities like never before. Again, you may have limited resources, you may have limited funds, but you've got time. Maybe you have time and determination, right? I think some of the best stories I've ever heard of people that have succeeded in life are people that came out of the slums or came out of poor, very low socioeconomic locations because they had to work hard, because they had more determination. They had this idea in their mind that I am not going to let my children live like that. I'm never going to live like that again. I'm going to pull my mom out of poverty, right? They had these ideas. That would be my advice, right? Is realize this, take advantage of this. And this applies to you guys too that are here in the United States. Do you realize the opportunity that you have? Like, you need to take advantage of that opportunity. But today, anyone can build a YouTube channel. Anyone can create a blog. Anyone can create a website, right? For the most part. I mean, I know there's some restrictions in some countries and whatnot, but there's ways around them a lot of times. And if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to put in the time, if you're willing to have the determination to do it, you can get there, right? And you can build an audience, and you can sell a digital product online, and you can get advertising revenue. There's a million ways to make $1 million. And not very many of them require you to be physically located in the United States or Europe. You don't have to go the job route. All right, I hope that helps you guys. So remember to click that subscribe button if you haven't already and become a fucking bulldog like everyone else here, part of the Simple Programmer, the X-Simple Programmer. That used to be the name of the channel, but I know some of you still identify with that. But no, for those of you that are part of the Bulldog Mindset community, my fellow Bulldogs, I'll talk to you next time. Take care.